God damn it, this is gonna make me seem like an Apple fanboy. Okay guys, I watched WWDC as it happened, Worldwide Developer Conference, hosted by Apple. It's where they feature all of the new updates and advancements within iOS, iPadOS, HomeOS, and macOS. Now I'm what most people would call an Apple hater. My channel is basically oriented towards people that like Android devices and people outside of the Apple ecosystem. The last Apple computer I bought was in 2016 when I bought a MacBook Pro, and I now have a Mac Mini. Other than that, I don't like Apple products. I don't like Apple's walled garden. I don't like the idea of needing to buy an Apple phone, use Apple Music, use Apple TV to get all of the features of the iOS walled garden. That said, as someone that uses Xiaomi devices, as someone that uses Android devices, there is a lot of, how do I put this? The user experience for Xiaomi devices specifically, the user experience for Windows computers is crap. In regards to stability, stuff working together, having a cohesive user experience of features that ultimately make the products that I own more capable. So when I watched WWDC, I was kind of laughing because a lot of the features and a lot of the things that Apple was showcasing at this event is stuff that we've had on Android for a long time, like Google Photo Stories coming to iOS in Apple Photos. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys what I thought were 3 details or 3 updates in iOS 15 and within the Mac ecosystem that as an Android user made me kind of jealous and were just things that I think that other companies could learn from. Now, the first one was spatial audio in FaceTime. Now, this isn't that big of a deal, but for Apple to take their service, which is already one of the best video conferencing, video calling services, and make it not only slightly more intuitive to use with the ability to watch stuff with your friends, but also making it so that when your friend on the right says something, it sounds like they're on the right. When the friend in front of you says something, it sounds like they're in front of you. It's Apple updating and refining one of their services to be better, not just giving you a new service to check a box, but a refinement of a service which ultimately keeps people coming back to Apple, wanting to buy more Apple products. The next one was the health integration features. Now, luckily for me, both of my parents are in pretty good health. I do have a 97-year-old grandfather, and he is active. He has a girlfriend. Yeah, grandpa getting it in. If I was living back in America and I felt the need to monitor my grandfather, and it is something that I would do. Luckily, I'm in Vietnam, my parents can take care of that. I'm buying grandpa an iPhone and an iWatch, and I'm going to switch to iPhone because even though I strongly dislike iOS, the ability to have notifications if it senses that he falls or if he has high blood pressure and getting that kind of stuff, it's just a real world application of Apple's services and Apple's technology, which if you have like health conditions, there is now no reason for you to look outside of the Apple ecosystem of products because Apple is giving you real world tangible benefits. And as much as I dislike iOS, I love my grandfather more. And I'm sure that there are things on Android that could replicate this in a similar manner, but it is for sure not going to be as cohesive, intuitive, easy to use and set up as it would be in the Apple ecosystem. And that's just plain and simple. The next one is universal controls. Now, Xiaomi makes laptops. Xiaomi makes tablets. Xiaomi makes phones. Yet Xiaomi has nothing that even comes close to Apple's universal control that allows you to use a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to seamlessly go between devices. Samsung, which also makes all of these things, and like they have a pretty tight integration on Android in regards to a ecosystem. Samsung doesn't have anything that's quite like this either. And I understand that you would need to buy an Apple computer and an Apple tablet, and all of those things are definitely at the top of the premium price range. But if we compare an expensive Apple tablet and an expensive Android tablet, even if I have a Samsung computer, I am getting more functionality out of the Apple side of things. I'm getting more things I can actually use as a consumer out of the Apple side of things. I understand that now with the new Galaxy tabs, you can answer phone calls, you can respond to text messages. That's great. But it's not going to be the same type of intuitive, seamless experience that ultimately makes my life as a tech user easier as it would be with Apple. So if I am a Mac Mini owner, which I am, and I'm gonna do a video about the 3 reasons why the Mac Mini is just an amazing deal right now in tech. If I am going to buy another tablet, I now have even less reason to buy an Android tablet. Because if I want to use my iPad in a productivity sense, I can now just seamlessly work across devices, and I don't have to buy redundant peripherals for my iPad, which it sounds stupid and it sounds kind of silly. And hey, you could just repair your Bluetooth to this and that, and it would perform as well as the computer that Sharma's son uses. But again, it's not going to be at the same level of seamless integration that Apple is going to give you. And I understand that you could only get this from Apple because they have this complete vertical integration of hardware, software, chipsets, applications, and this big walled garden that is expensive to get into. But as someone that just shared a video yesterday about Xiaomi pushing an update to some of their phones that was destroying camera hardware, I can't help but say that in the long run, it might be a better value to go with Apple. And that's before we even talk about how my girlfriend's fiance wife's 5.5-year-old iPhone 6S is getting the newest version of iOS with all of these features. And people that bought a Redmi K20 Pro 2 years ago are still struggling to get updates. And don't talk to me about custom ROMs. Video out.